So you've been punishing yourself by deliberately flaunting the law, getting yourself arrested. The fine clothes you wanted for your wedding, the champagne you didn't have with him, even the hotel where you were to stay.
I killed him.
You both acted childishly. What happened isn't your fault. It wasn't his. We lost a lot of men in Korea, but their deaths weren't the fault of women who didn't marry them. You have your own life to live, Mary. Torturing yourself won't bring him back.
But I love him.
Where I stand, I think you've done a wonderful job. How do you feel about it?
Well, she's gained a good deal of insight in these past few months. Learned to face reality. I don't think you'll have any more trouble.
Good. She finishes her parole next month.
I'll see her a couple of times more. There are a few minor things we haven't worked through.
The manager of the restaurant tells me she's the best hostess he ever had. She's had 2 raises. I appreciate what you've done, Vic.
You're very fond of this girl, aren't you? The daughter you never had. You know, I felt from the start you were making a personal identification with...
Now, look, don't try to get me as a patient. I'm doing all right as I am. Leave well enough alone. There, that copy stays with us, and that's yours. And there's your gold seal. That makes you a free woman, Mary, a citizen again. Will you go back to acting now?
Well, I don't know. I'm happy where I am. I don't think I'll make a change just yet. And being in the restaurant business has certain advantages over acting. You can always eat. But the main advantage in being off parole is I can see you now as a friend.
This is a chapter of your life that's closed, and I'm part of that chapter. The best thing you can do is to forget all about it. Make a new life for yourself. Mary. Mary! Stop it. You've gotten over that. The memory's behind you. Forget it. Forget about him. Forget me. Forget prison and parole. It's the best favor you can do me and yourself.
Thank you, Mrs. Carleton.
Hello, girls.
Good morning.
Morning, Sally.
Have a nice weekend.
I sure did. I slept.
Oh,
Mrs. Carleton, about that last job you sent me on.
Florence, there's just got to be something you're the type for. We'll figure out what it is. Wait till I check my mail. Sally! When did this come?
it was under the door this morning.
Lieutenant and Mrs. William Harris request the honor of your presence for luncheon at the Tower Hotel at 12 o'clock.
She's not your responsibility any longer. She's off parole.
I'd better go. After all, she never sent out invitations before.
You're early.
Am I? I'm afraid I'm too late. You better let me in, Mary. When was the last time you saw Dr. Banner?
Well, I don't know, a week or more ago. So much has happened.
It certainly has.
Hello. I'm Bill Harris.
Harris? But I thought you were...
Dead? I spent 2 years, 9 months, and 28 days in a prison camp. There were times when I thought so, too.
I'm Edith Carlson. I'm Mary's aunt. I just dropped by.
It's all right, Mrs. Carlson. Bill knows all about me.
And I know all about you. Harry talks of nothing else.
I told Bill everything. I don't want there to be any more misunderstandings. Ever.
We understand each other perfectly. After all, you know, I was in prison, too.
We invite you to be with us again next week when the DuPont Company of Wilmington, Delaware will again present the Dupont Cavalcade Theater.